Halloween Satan's Day? This video will forever change how you look at Halloween. The roots of Halloween trace back over 2,000 years to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, pronounced Samhain, traditionally celebrated from October 31st to November 1st. Samhain marked the conclusion of the harvest season and the preparation for the harsh winter ahead. It was a crucial time when the Celts gathered resources and brought their livestock in from summer pastures. The Celts believed that during Samhain, the veil separating the living from the dead was at its thinnest. This thin veil allowed the spirits of the deceased to cross over into the world of the living. The Celts thought that the presence of these spirits would aid the Druids, their priests, in making predictions about the future, which was a source of comfort and direction during the long, dark winter. The celebration also included honoring the deceased loved ones and ancestors. The Celts would set places at their tables for the dead, and light bonfires to guide the spirits and keep away any malevolent entities. To ward off harmful spirits, people would dress in costumes and fearsome disguises to roam the countryside, hoping to deter any malevolent spirits from causing harm. This tradition is believed to be a precursor to modern Halloween costume wearing. Bonfires were a significant part of the Samhain celebration. The Celts believed that the flames, smoke, and ashes had protective and cleansing powers. Sometimes, sacrifices of crops and animals were made to the Celtic deities to ensure the community's safety and prosperity through the winter. The practice of going from door to door, singing songs, and reciting verses in exchange for food is thought to have originated from the Celtic tradition of impersonating the spirits, or souls of the dead, or from the practice of leaving out food and treats for the spirits. Divination rituals and games were a big part of the celebration as well, as people sought to uncover their fortunes for the coming year, often through various playful or symbolic activities. The Roman influence on Halloween stems from the integration of two Roman festivals with the Celtic celebration of Samhain. Firstly, Feralia, a day dedicated to honoring the deceased, blended with Samhain's reverence for the dead, adding a layer of solemn remembrance. Secondly, the festival of Pomona, named after the Roman goddess of fruits, introduced a lighter, fruitful touch to Samhain's haunting atmosphere. The symbol of Pomona was the apple, which led to the tradition of apple bobbing, symbolizing an embrace of the unknown. The blend of these Roman and Celtic traditions under the Roman Empire's cultural melding enriched the evolving celebration of Halloween, intertwining solemn remembrance, playful divination, and a cherishing of nature's bounties in a festival that would transcend cultural bounds over time. The Christianization of Halloween began with the efforts of the early Christian church to overlay Christian beliefs onto existing pagan celebrations, aiming to ease the transition to Christian traditions among local populations. The ancient Celtic festival of Samhain was particularly significant, celebrated at the same time as the newly introduced Christian holiday, All Saints' Day on November 1st, which was designated to honor all saints and martyrs. The transition was further solidified by Pope Gregory III in the 8th century, who consecrated a chapel in St. Peter's Basilica to all the saints, and ordered a similar celebration in their honor to be held on November 1st each year. The night before All Saints' Day, which coincided with the traditional Samhain celebrations, became known as All Hallows' Eve, eventually shortened to Halloween. The tradition of honoring the dead continued, now within a Christian framework, with practices such as lighting candles on the graves of the departed. Over time, Halloween retained elements of its pagan past while embodying Christian traditions, epitomizing a blend of both cultural and spiritual observances. Why it is believed that Halloween is a Satanistic celebration. The modern depiction of Halloween often entwines with a spectrum of beliefs, creating a canvas of interpretations that vary widely among different groups. Here's a more focused examination of the modern Satanist adoption of Halloween in comparison to Christian concerns. In the contemporary realm, certain factions of Satanists have embraced Halloween as a significant date. Anton LaVey, the founder of LaVeyan Satanism, marked Halloween as a notable holiday for his followers, aligning with the self-centric ethos of his belief system. The dark and eerie aesthetics of Halloween, coupled with its ancient, mystical roots, resonate with the theatrical and symbolic aspects of modern Satanist practices. The celebration of Halloween by modern Satanists can, at times, embody a defiance or inversion of Christian themes, adding a layer of complexity to the holiday's perception. On the other side of the spectrum, certain Christian groups express apprehension towards Halloween, viewing its pagan origins and the modern portrayal of witches, ghosts, and demons as a glorification of evil or the occult. The adoption of Halloween by modern Satanist groups further fuels these concerns, reinforcing the narrative of a Satanistic character inherent in the holiday's celebration. Some Christians may see the celebration of Halloween as a deviation from Christian values, often citing its historical pagan roots and modern Satanist adoption as a cause for concern. The dark, eerie imagery commonly associated with Halloween, including portrayals of witches, demons, and the undead, often acts as a focal point for both modern Satanist adoption and Christian concerns. While modern Satanists might revel in the theatrical and symbolic value of such imagery, some Christians find it contrary to their religious values, evoking a sense of the occult or evil. Misinterpretation and fear. The dichotomy of beliefs surrounding Halloween often finds its roots in misinterpretations or fears, stemming from a lack of understanding or differing religious and cultural viewpoints. The transformation of Halloween's ancient traditions into something sinister can be driven by fear-driven narratives or lack of knowledge about the holiday's true origins. Although Halloween's mainstream celebration is largely a community-centric and playful tradition, the minority engagement in occult or Satanistic practices on this day can exacerbate the concerns among some Christian groups, further polarizing views. In essence, the modern Satanist adoption of Halloween and the concerns expressed by some Christian groups encapsulate a larger dialogue about the holiday's evolving identity. The intertwining of ancient traditions, religious beliefs, and modern interpretations create a complex narrative that continues to shape the way Halloween is perceived and celebrated across different cultural and religious landscapes.